So, I wanted to make a YouTube video today, kind of start off my channel, do something, because I want to be in the YouTube community. I think that would be fun. I think that would be great. I would love that. And I tried makeup, because makeup's usually my thing, and, that was not my thing tonight. So, we will try again tomorrow. I will show you guys the products I'll be using though in this video. Just cause I might forget to tomorrow. So so this is what I'm gonna use to take on my makeup because it was just a total disaster. And if you guys want to see what my makeup looked like and why I didn't want to upload it, just leave a comment below. So I ran out of primer. So I won't be using primer until I can go buy some. But I use the Milani Conceal Plus Perfect foundation. You can get this at Target. That's where I got it. It's a 2-in-1 foundation and concealer, and it's good. I actually like it. So it's medium to full coverage, lightweight, oil-free formula. I'm reading the back of it. Even though, like, if you have super oily skin in your T-zone really bad, like I do, I get really bad, I get oily right here really bad, kind of right here, and I get really bad oily around right here and like right here in my nose. But I have wore this foundation for maybe 8 hours in a day, and by the end of the day I did notice that it was super oily here and then here and here. Didn't notice anything here and here, but it wasn't like it was oily to where it was kind of breaking apart and just looked blotchy and like nasty. It's kind of like the oil just kind of seeped through the foundation, but the foundation stayed where it was at, if that makes sense. But so long wear, yes, as I just said, 8 hours is what I've usually wore. I'm not in school, so the 8 hours that I work, I'm at work, or family events, just stuff like that. Water resistant and sweat proof. I don't sweat a lot in general, so that's not really an issue. I have PCOS, which is polycystic ovary syndrome, which means that it's going to be really difficult for me to have kids one day. But so that's the reason why I don't sweat. So my face is super sensitive too, and I'm not going to lie. Like, this kind of, like, it has a smell, like it has like a perfumey smell to it. And so those fumes do kind of burn my face a little at first, but after that, like, it's fine. And when I take it off, it doesn't inflame my face. I didn't have it on my face before. It's just that I used a baby wipe to wipe off my eyeshadow, and it just made my face a little red. I have super sensitive skin. But water resistant, I haven't tested that out yet. It's yeah, I haven't tested that out yet, so I can't have an opinion on that. Okay, and the rest of that's in Spanish. So this foundation is really awesome. I really like it, and if you have super oily skin like I do, I recommend it. Even though, like, it's not going to stop you from oily skin, but it'll help. The primers that I had definitely did help with that. But and you can get those at Ulta. There's a one for dry skin, and then there's one for oily skin. And I would get both of them, and I would mix them together, and then I would apply it on your face from a lot near your nose, in your forehead, just your like your T-zone, and then take the rest of it and put it on your face. It helps. But yeah, that can what was I saying? That primer really does help. Those primers really do help. You would just need to get a moisturizing primer, and you need to get an oil, a primer for oily skin too. Mix them because you don't want to overhydrate this area because it will get super oily, and you don't want to make the rest of your skin dry. So just mix them and it'll look good, I promise. So I use that. For my brows, I don't have anything expensive right now. I just use stuff that's in these little packs. And you guys are about to cringe, but it's okay. So I use like these brow powders that are in this pack right here. My best friend got me a makeup case for Christmas 2 years in a row, and this just come in one of my makeup cases. I'm not gonna lie, I like it, but you know, that's just people's opinion. I also have this brow tint, which is also a it keeps your eyebrows from moving anywhere. It's just a little dark for me. I will put it on to show you guys, but like, yeah, maybe it's, I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about it, so I just don't use it. But I have super thin eyebrows over here. See, like, I don't know. I just personally feel like it's too dark for my skin. So, and honestly, I have no idea what shade this is even in. It literally just an eyebrow tint. I don't know. My aunt gave it to me. So, I use that. My eyeliner right now, I use this, Ico London Skinny Liquid Liner. It's tiny. I have makeup on it. Gross. But, I don't recommend getting this stuff. I hate it. So, look, we'll do okay. Well, okay, so if you look at it, it's super light. It's not cute. But for some reason, if you get it wet, right, it gets darker. Like, I don't understand. But that's, I don't know. And it's not, like, it's not waterproof. Like, I don't know. Like, I have watery eyes, right? Like, my eyes water a lot. And, like, I've caught that stuff running. Like, I don't like it. I don't recommend it. Don't buy it. And then I do have the James Charles travel one, the mini. She's cool. I like her. So she has all these cute colors. I'm just hiding because I'm recording on my phone. I usually go in with like this burgundy shade, and I have done some crazy colors down here. Yeah, so I'm not biased. Like, I will tell you guys the truth about things. I love his mini palette, but I don't know how I feel about him as a person. But that's not going to stop me from trying his products and giving you guys an honest review on his products, because that's not who I am. But I do like this palette, and if you guys do like a pigmented palette, I definitely recommend this. I have used this palette for so long, and it's the only one that I would use until I got this one. I have this Morphe one. Ignore it. I broke it. But I have used the crap out of this palette. It's a super pretty palette. I have some burgundy shades. So, or no, this is mostly this is a nude palette. Like, if you like nudes, then this is your palette. As you can tell, I like nudes, and I have a specific eyeshadow look that I like using with this palette. So, there's there's bald spots in some places. But this is a good palette, and I love this palette. And, I used it for so long. It's the Morphe palette. Does it tell you what Morphe palette it is? It doesn't. But, oh yeah, it's the Natural Glow 350 palette. It's great. I love this palette. Oh, recommend getting this palette. But I also recommend getting this palette if you guys want a more... I did not have to pay for this palette. I won this palette, thank God. But Morphe did it, as you guys know, Morphe did a collab with him, and it's great. I love this palette, super pretty, and yeah. So I use this palette. I'll show you guys my makeup. When I had primer, I used this one just because it's super easy to move stuff around. This is my, because it's kind of like thin, so I use it to for my bronzer, honestly. Yeah, I think it still had some on it. My face is black from my eyeshadow, but and that's why it didn't go right, because I used black, and black just never works for me. Anyways, so I use this for my bronzer and stuff. This is my beauty blender. I'm going to show you guys this side because it's the best side right now. I need a new one. I got this from the dollar store. I'm not going to lie, it has cut my lashes. Don't buy one from the dollar store. My powder brushes are super cute. I love these. I got these from Sephora for my birthday. So, and the brushes are super soft and they're so nice. I definitely recommend buying these. And make sure when you guys are washing your brushes, point them down and let the water hit them and then clean them. Don't get the soap too far down into the brush, because you don't want to have to get water into this part right here, because the glue can come undone. But these are so nice. I love these. I got these for my birthday 2 or 3 years ago, and they are still in really good condition. Of course, we have a couple of brush things popping out here, and that was just a dog hair, but yeah, so those are super nice. My brushes need to be cleaned, but I just cleaned them last week, and yeah. So this one I usually use for my highlight, my blush, just because it's super, it's super thin up at the top and then just thicker at the bottom. So it's super easy to and I might still have some highlighter on here, in which, I don't know. My highlighting palette is what used to be this, but we can see how that went. I haven't used that in a couple of years. Right now I use just because not Jeffrey. James has a couple of really nice shimmer shades. See, I'll show you. That can work as highlighters if you use them correctly. I don't know if you guys can. Okay, but you get my point. You get my gist. They're super pretty. So let's see. Can you guys? I wish you guys can hold on. We're gonna be smart about this. Okay, it's not working, but that's super pretty on the skin. I just don't know why it's not showing up on the camera. So I've been using that. Super cute, super pretty. Blush. I got this like 4 years ago. And it's a kit. It has concealer, highlighter, and blush. It's Kate. And so it's good, and it tells you how to do everything here. So it's super cool, and that I got this whenever I was first learning how to do makeup, and so I thought that it would be super convenient for me to have this. I haven't really touched this bronzer shade just because, as you can tell, it is super dark, especially like now. This blush I use sometimes. Then again, it is down to the pan, and that's because I've had it for like 4 years. So when I use it, I use it. But I'll show you. It has like a little shimmer to it. And that's why I don't really use it, because it's more of like a blush highlighter than anything. And I don't know how I feel about it. So, but this highlighter, guys, I definitely take it for granted, because when I like, look at that. Oh, yes. We'll just, like, I don't know, you guys can't see it. I mean, like, you kind of can. But anyways, it's a cute shade. I showed you how it shines on my finger. You guys know. But, so I definitely use this a lot more than I use these two. Definitely has a makeup smell. Everything else I use is just kind of like in here too. I use this MAC Extreme Dimension Lash. I do like this. I definitely like this this mascara. I don't know why I hesitated. It's really good, and it's obviously, like, it's tiny. It's a travel size. I stole it from my aunt. But, like, it's super nice. And the bristles aren't, like, huge. And it really helps with, like, clumpiness. And, like, if you don't like clumpiness, then this is a really good mascara for you. Like, if you don't like clumpy mascara, then this, just in general, this kind of brush is your kind of brush. You don't want to get those super thick ones. You want to usually go for the ones that have the most bristles on them. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. Look, guys, this highlighter is still on my finger, and I wiped it off. That's crazy. Let's see if I can get it off. There we go. 2 times is a charm. And then I go in with this Great Lash Maybelline New York Lots of Lash. This has been I've literally used this brand for, it seems like, ever. I like the end of this brush. It barely has any bristles to get down. Like that. See? It doesn't, like, it really helps with, like, getting close to your lash line, and it helps with not getting, stuff on your, face. So it's super nice. This is from e.l.f. and it is a lip scrub. I like it, honestly. I didn't know that e.l.f. had anything like this. And to be honest, I didn't know that this even existed. And it's really nice that it's a lipstick, because you don't have to, like, dig your finger in it to get some off. like, I don't know. And you can just scrub instead of using your finger and going like this. You can literally just scrub with this thing. I like it. I'm gonna let that sit on my lip and more so it can moisturize. So yeah, that's basically everything I have. I also have a lipstick. I have a Jeffree lipstick somewhere. I don't know where it's at, but yeah. So just so you guys know, lip scrub is usually okay to eat. Like if it's on your lips and it gets in your mouth, it's okay if you swallow it, just because it's literally just sugar and like oils. So it's okay if you swallow it. I don't like swallowing the elf, so I won't swallow a lot of it. Like, I'll try not to, just because like I don't know, like it's elf, as I guess, like I don't trust it. But it's sweet cherry. That's the taste of it. But I mean, I don't know, like, yeah. So that's my input on stuff. I also I also have some Airspin loose face powder. I have mixed emotions about this stuff. Like, yes, it sets your face wonderfully, but it has a lot, like, Flashback Mary is there, guys. Okay? If you use too much of this, it's Flashback Mary's there. Okay, I promise. You don't want her. She needs to be gone. So, that's that. I do also I'll use this stuff, but I won't use a lot of it. I'll put some in a lid like this. That was already in the lid from when I just shook it. But, yeah, so I will use this, and and it's just super messy. Like, I just did that, and it just went everywhere. And it's all over my hands. But whatever. And it smells like it just smells like baby powder. It's super weird. But I have this shade Naturally Natural. And, I get a tiny bit on my brush, on my powder brush here, and I just I dip it in to the lid, and then a lot of it off, because you don't want to use a lot, and I'll dab. Because I have this theory, if you rub, then you're just moving your foundation around. So I won't rub. I'll dab, and I'll dab my foundation in place. And I'll do my eyes, and I'll do everything, and I just feel like it gives a very natural look instead of a cakey look. Like, I've had people ask me, like, how do I get my foundation not to look cakey? And I've always told them, I've done this technique for like 3 years now. I'll dab. I won't rub. Like, you might see me rub, but that's after I've dabbed, you know? And that's just to, like, rub off all the extra powder, because I don't want to look like Flashback Mary. So, this stuff is okay if you don't use a lot, but I don't recommend using it, honestly. Like, if you can find something else, I would. Yeah, so that was my TED Talk. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.